What is good, NIO family? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one, I'm going to be talking about the one and only NIO stock, what you should be looking out for the future. I'm also going to break down some important information that NIO announced when it comes to their Germany expansion, but also other details about that make me very bullish as well. Because NIO made this announcement a couple of weeks ago, they did actually announce their first swap station in Germany, but now I want to break down something else about it that's very big. Now, before I break anything down about NIO's share price, what's going on in the markets, how this could affect NIO, and are the future price action, I do have to mention a couple of things before starting. Firstly, I'm not a financial planner. Don't take any of this as financial advice whatsoever. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. Not only benefits me, it benefits the entire NIO community as a whole. And the last things, if you guys can, please check out the Webull link down below and in the description. If you sign up for Webull, the link down below, and deposit any amount of money into the account, you're guaranteed up to 12 free stocks, each worth up to $2,000. And the best part is, any of these 12 free stocks could be a free NIO share. It's a limited time offer that ends tomorrow, so please check it out before they run out. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So NIO came tumbling down. It's down almost 8% for the day as of right now. And we are seeing the markets just getting hammered again and again and again. So what does this mean for the future? Well, right now, guys, seeing how bearish NIO is kind of like looking for the week, we are very close to forming that double bottom. And the thing about that is there's no guarantee we're going to hold the bottom this time. So the last time NIO came down to $11, we actually got a huge bounce back in like, what was this like? Uh, no, I'm sorry, I was looking way too far back in the chart. Sorry about that, guys. Back in like May 2022, we got a big drop below $11, followed by a big push up after that. Now we're retesting that low. However, it does look like we're going to break below that, and we could end up testing the low 11s very soon during this drop, unfortunately. So the market is still not looking the best. And because the market is looking this way, there is more potential for more panic to really drive us down. So why is NIO dropping? The answer is the whole market is dropping down because of what's going on with the oil prices, with OPEC, not to mention the fact that inflation is still soaring, global tensions are perpetuating, winter is coming, and there's lots of fear driving this market as people are worried about the crash to come. And that is what it's looking like right now, seeing everything just crashing again. Looking at some data for NIO, you have to remember something, guys. NIO is not a bad company. It's just getting dragged down with the overall market. NIO is not currently like very profitable yet. However, having this negative PE ratio, it's the tech stocks, the high growth stocks like this, they're the ones that tend to get these big hits, especially the small caps, mid caps as well. They were getting these massive hits from the very beginning. Now, if the market continues to drop, obviously the price comparison between NIO and SPY is very similar, and you can see the effect it has on NIO typically. On top of that, the price pairs ratio is coming down for NIO, which is once again a sign of weakness. And despite all the buy ratings coming out from analysts and banks, it still is continuing to tumble down. Now, what I find very interesting is from a historical basis, we could see down here the future forecast right here are estimating that we could actually see the percentage change calculated by comparing the last quarter, a little bit of some negative financial results going forward. And they believe this because of the fact that we're not in the best of states, and this is just like using a forecast based off a short period of data. So what I'm seeing is we could come down a little bit on some of these estimates when it comes to their revenue and things like that, but we should see a big increase over time. Now the overall like the margins may actually have to be adjusted big time because of what's happening in China, and shorts are starting to pile in, which is not the best of signs. And we are starting to see lots of FUD articles coming out too, so a lot of things are not going in our favor as the market is looking bearish. However, there is something to remember. A couple of weeks ago, NIO announced that the first battery swap station came out, and this was in a part of Germany. This is amazing, all right, in my opinion, because NIO is one of a kind when it comes to this. There are very few companies out there that actually have electric cars which you can actually swap the batteries. And I believe as NIO gets more and more of these battery swap stations across all over the world in different continents and different areas, it's going to be a very big benefit for them because then the users of these cars, the buyers of these cars in the future, they're going to be able to use them more and more. So NIO expanded, or I'm sorry, they announced the details of their expansion into Germany. We're talking about Danish markets. We're talking about the Dutch markets, the Swedish markets at the European launch event. To me, that's a very good move that they are making because now that NIO is going to be entering all these different markets, I believe This is going to be a big key for their profitability very soon. And I think this because of the fact that NIO right now is in a state where they're increasing their production on a daily basis, and we are seeing big improvements being made to NIO Park for that. But as they begin to expand to these different countries, all right, the question is, how are you going to remain profitable given everything going on in the economy? The answer is these countries will help them build sentiment. They're going to build a lot of sentiment in these countries, build a big brand all over the world, and this will help them both locally and outside of China as they continue to expand. I really believe this is going to be a very big move that they're making. And I really believe that as time goes on, we're going to see a big improvement in the share price. So, from a technical standpoint, the weekly is still looking bearish, guys. Now, what I'm wondering is, NEO happens to have this gap down here. I'm wondering $9. Well, the first thing to note is the fact that NEO has the potential to come down below this $11.66 support zone. To me, it looks like we're going to come all the way down to 11 flat. If we don't hold 11, the 10s are very, very possible, guys. I have to be as honest as possible because the market is just not in the best of states. All right. This happened in 2008. This happened in the early 2000s. We know about this. So we're very close to the support zone as of right now. We are going to close above it. So it's just not looking the best. And I understand it's very frustrating for lots of people, but I look at this as an opportunity to start buying these dips and to build insane amounts of wealth. So, from a technical standpoint, let's actually look at this real quick. Look at the EMAs, our RSI, and our MACD. You could see quite clearly that NEO is just super, super oversold. The RSI is actually above, it's below 30. When RSI is that low, it's not the best signs. And I do believe we can actually remain like this for quite a bit of time with the MACD wide open on the daily. We are losing some momentum right now. So, like I said, everything is now pointing that like bearish direction right now. The market is continuing to just get hammered down and down and down. If SPY does not hold 356, very bearish signal in my opinion, and the whole market could come tumbling down from there. So yeah, guys, I know it's unfortunate, but this is a very good buying opportunity for people that are interested in trading. This is a very good opportunity for long-term investors to really create that long-term wealth by buying these dips because these dips are not going to last forever. All right. So I want to just make that as clear as possible, give you guys some insights on NEO. And that's essentially what I have for this video. Thank you all for listening. I want to just keep it a little bit short. I want to make it clear the long term future is going to be bright because fundamentals are going to prevail. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. And I will most definitely see you guys in the next video. NEO to the moon because the long term future is bright. And peace out.